Hello and welcome to the Melodic Caring Project. Today we are joined by a fantastic Seattle-based artist and friend, Brandon Ghorley, lead singer of the BGP. We talked a little about his music history and the impact writing and performing has had on his life. He also dedicates and plays the perfect song for our rock stars. Here we go.
Chasing the American dream. It's like glue in these broken wings. Why don't you tell me what I want before I tell you what I need?
Joining us all the way from Phoenix, Arizona is Seattle's own Brandon Ghorley, lead singer of the BGP. Brandon, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Hey, it's great to be here, and hi kids. Thanks for tuning in.
So, Brandon, this is crazy. This is crazy times, and you're a musician who is accustomed to playing for crowds and being in spaces where people are joining and gathering and sharing experiences. How has this experience been for you as an artist and as a person to be, quarantined and separated?
Yeah, I think so far, I think in my mind, and maybe a lot of people are doing this, you just kind of think, I just got to do this week. It's only going to be this week. And then next week, it'll just be next week. And so I think I've been okay. I think if I had to think to myself, I can't perform for people for 2 months, I would get pretty sad. But it's also been cool to see all of these musical friends I have, and they're all still creating, and they're all still finding a way to perform for people. And so there's some triumph of the human spirit there, I think. And it's something that you've been doing for a long time at Melodic Caring Project, to take music to people who can't come to the show. Now none of us can come to the show. So you've kind of been training for this for, 8 years?
In a way, that's true. I mean, it's wild to be in a place where this is specifically what melodic was created for. I think you might have a fly on your head.
They told me
That
not
was
to
amazing.
move. And then
I
the
couldn't
fly
decide if it was
showed.
a freeze frame or...
If it goes in my mouth, will you let me know?
We'll be the first to tell you, absolutely. No, but I mean, that there is something really kind of wild about that this was what Melodic was specifically founded for, was to bring incredible artists like yourself, to bring joy and love and just, a little bit of levity into the situations of these kids that are battling quarantine and really difficult circumstances. And here we are. We're still doing it. We're bringing you, and thank you so much for supporting and being a part of Melodic over the years and doing this now, to join us all together and to just have a shared experience.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, that humans will find a way to connect with each other, and music is the universal language of that. And so as long as creators keep creating and keep doing it from a place of joy and exploration and love, then I think we're going to all be just fine when we emerge from our homes 15 pounds heavier.
Do you feel like there's been a kind of a continued theme of perhaps this situation will make people a little bit more aware of the power and the service that music is, not so much as entertainment, but more as this incredible force to connect us all?
I don't know. I DJ weddings, and I feel like people always write in their little inquiry to me, hey, we're looking for a great DJ because music is really important to us. And I always think to myself, you can assume that I understand that. I'm a DJ and a musician. I've devoted my life to this. But nonetheless, people continue to write, music is really important to us. And so I think people appreciate music, and I think the way people consume music has changed. And so unfortunately, they don't go out to live shows as much anymore. And so we feel less appreciated as live performers. But they're still consuming more music than before, making their own little playlists and putting it in their ears. Yeah. Go ride the subway or the city bus, and everybody's got their earbuds in, and they're listening to music. So I think everyone knows that music is kind of the water of our emotions. But yeah, hopefully there's maybe more of a appreciation for the people behind the music who are actually creating it, because now you see us from our bed giving you something new. I've literally just created this, and here it is. I'm
Yeah.
doing this for you. I'm serving you. And as musicians, we've always thought of ourselves as servants, but I don't know if people have understood that, yeah, I'm actually just a guy that's like making this stuff up, and it's not easy.
I love that idea, though, as musicians as servants, because like you say, I think a lot of times, and for some people it's true, but a lot of times people see musicians as being pretty self-serving. This is something they're doing to gain recognition or to gain, and I think there is a whole set of musicians that really do it out of a place of, like they feel like they've been entrusted with something that they're meant to deliver to the rest of the world, and like you say, it's from more of a place of servanthood than it is self-serving, you know?
Yeah, I think you have to mature enough to see that, you know. I think most of us started music, myself included, to get attention. And, you know, especially, you know, you get into junior high, and I was a pretty shy kid, and then I realized if I sang that girls would notice me. So that was the most self-serving jump headfirst into music that I could have. But, you know, you turn a corner at some point and you realize that this is not about me. It's not about how fast I can play or how high I can sing. How do I connect with somebody so they don't feel alone in this world? And that's, to me, the servanthood of music.
Beautiful. I love it. Can you think of one music memory? I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch, but what's one specific music memory that you remember music really breaking down barriers or bringing people together and changing a perspective?
Yeah, and that's tough, you know, because I've had so many great musical experiences, and they all seem so cathartic at the time. But you know, I was really thinking about this and thinking about the kids that might be watching this, and what are some of the early memories I have of music connecting people. And I remember I must have been in third grade. So I was pretty young, and I had been taking piano lessons and had started writing songs. And I had a little Casio keyboard. And I asked my teacher if I could bring it in and sing some of my songs for the kids. And so this was a third, fourth grade split class. And so there was a social hierarchy in that class, that the fourth graders were above the third graders. We couldn't aspire to their social level. And I sat down and I played these silly songs I had written. They were like songs about how stinky my little brother was and stuff like that. And afterwards, the kids, they wanted my autograph, and they were all talking to each other about what their favorite song was. And I was just watching this happen, and I remember for the first time thinking, like, I have like a superpower. Like, this is amazing. How do I do more of this for the rest of my life, you know? And here I am, you know, at 38 years old, 39 years old, and still trying to impress that superpower on the world.
I love it, man. Well, speaking of superpowers, do you have a song you would share with us? And you got any specific kids you would like to dedicate it to?
Yeah, I know that we've got some kids from the Children's Hospital of New Orleans watching right now, so I want to say hello to all you wonderful kids. And Ambi, Rickson, Landry, Bo, and Camden, you guys are amazing, and you guys are vibrant, you're young, you're powerful, you're creative, and I just want to send a song out to you guys and anyone else who's watching. You know, thinking about being a kid and why did I start making music. Like I said, I remember learning songs from cartoons and playing them for my friends, and how cool they thought it was that I could do that. And so I thought maybe I could play for you guys my current favorite song from a movie, a kid's movie. It's from Toy Story. I'm sure you'll know it. And Levi, thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much.
There's my fingers up there. You'll see. I'm playing a real piano, children. Here we go. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles in your mouth from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You got troubles, well, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we'll see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe, but none will love you the way I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. 'Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Yeah, very well done. Love it. Thank you,
Hey,
Brandon.
thanks for having me, guys.
Man, so appreciated. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing some music and some love and some light. And enjoy your time down there.
Hey, all the love to everybody out there, and we're gonna be fine, so hang in there.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you or someone you know is battling illness and needs support, you are not alone. Sign up today at melodiccaring.org. And a huge thank you to all of our healthcare providers and first responders working so hard during this COVID-19 crisis. We appreciate you. I'm Levi Ware. This is the Melodic Caring Project.